But this video is really about making this little mini paper bag journal. I've been wanting to do a mini for a long time and finally thought today's the day. It's raining here, dull day in Brisbane again, but it's a good day to craft. So how I've done this is I've taken 5 paper bags. Now these paper bags are only, I think they're just over 3 by just over 6, so when you fold them they pretty much make a square. And I've taken 5 of them, I think I said that, and I've sewn them. So I went to the machine and I just sewed the edges of them. Because they have these flaps that open up on the sides, you can see that in there, because they, you know, for expansion they have that sort of piece that goes in. I thought it would just be easier just to whip the sewing machine down all 5 of them. Then I stacked them and I topped and tailed them. So I've got the bottom of this bag here, and then the top of the next one, the bottom of the next one, top of the next one, bottom of the next one. That's top and tailing. That's what I call it. I took it back to the machine and I sewed through the centre. So hopefully I've put enough stitching in there that it's not going to come apart. And how I found the centre was just to fold the first bag to match it up. And then the others I didn't bother, I just sewed through the centre, so that I've now got this little chunky journal that I'm going to work on right now. I've also got some tags out, because when you sew you end up with a little pocket in here. That's the bottom of the bag. So I found a little tag that fits perfectly in here, and I found another tag that fits pretty good in here. So I'd be able to have a little journal that looked like that. So I'll be working on those, and I'm going to start by just decorating through the journal. You know, the brown's nice, but I think it's I think it'd look better if I've got some colour and different things on here. So let's decorate. I've just pulled out my bucket of Holtz ephemera, because I know in here that there's lots of little ephemera, so I'll be able to use the tiny pieces that are in here. I'm going to leave the brown paper bag as the base. I'm not going to cover that in paper. I'm just going to collage on top of it, I think. And yeah, so I'll just find some things in here. Now, I wonder if I should do a theme or just do my usual randomness. That's brilliant. I've pulled out these Holtz journal cards, and that actually fits perfectly on the end of the thing here without blocking the pocket. So I'm probably going to use those, because I don't really want that part of the bag showing. I'm happy to have this plain part showing. So I'm going to find some of these. These just come in a pack of all different sizes that Holtz makes. They're called journal cards. We'll get a couple of plain journaling ones out as well. So you'll be able to write some little notes on these. Let's get some coloured ones out as well. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. This one here. You could even write on things like that. To just do a bit of an eclectic mix of things here. I don't really have a plan in mind, as usual. You're probably used to that by now. But I just want to do a little thing here. So I just don't know what else I want on there. But I know I need something else. Actually, I'll move that up. If you don't know, when you're worried about how you collage, it's really just about placing things where you think that they might look good. So that doesn't look any good at all. Everything's too horizontal in that sort of collage. If I turn this up this way, I might get, and that's too bright. That's better in that position, but that's too bright. It doesn't go with the toning that's in the mushroom, so it's a bit jarring. So I'm finding something else that might tone in a bit, something with a background that's a bit more suited to this. Yeah, so, and if you put them at right angles like that, I'm not a fan of having things on an angle. I rarely do that. There are sometimes I will do it, but I'm not a big fan of that personally. That's just me. But if you like that, you can do that. I just don't, because I don't like it. It's often good to have a couple of things as well that are coming in the same direction, and overlapping is very important. Just don't put them all separate. Now that's much better. I've got a nice little composition there. I've got something that's highlighting the mushroom, which is what I want to do because I love the mushroom, and that's really good. And I've just pulled out the other size of journaling card that Tim Holtz does, because I've realised that that is going to fit on there, and it's just slightly, ever so slightly too big. So I'll probably trim this inside piece so that I've still got the rounded edges sitting on the outside piece, but it really only needs like, oh, maybe not even a 1/16 of an inch, less than that I would think. Just trimmed off the edge here to make it work. This is also a really good chance for me to use my mini paper dolls. As you know, I love my paper dolls, and I can use some little ones in this. And I've just got some washi tape, which just happens to be the perfect size for these. And I just thought I'll do them all the same, and then the other side can be used to journal. Stuck them all on there, and now I'll just go through and trim them up and they'll be done. Because I've done so much with the collaging in the book, I'm just going to do a plain tag. I'll decorate one side with paper and the other side I will leave. Let's have a little look through it. I put washi down the back to hold those two pieces so they didn't flip open when it was closed, but that's okay because you can still read the saying. And I've put all my little tags into the pocket inside. Now I've got this cutest little mini journal made from paper bags that I'll be able to use. There you go, isn't that adorable? So I'll go off and find something to create a tie for this, but for now this is Deborah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Cheers.